Oh man, you guys, what a time to be alive, especially in the TCG Pokemon hobby. Absolutely crazy. Lately, I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos from other influencers talking about the new Black Bolt and White Flare set. It's going to be short printed. They're saying it's going to be short printed, and this is all thanks from a news article by a very credible news article, which is PokeBeach.
On about allocations, about the amount of product being extremely limited, worse so than what we saw with prismatic evolutions. And there's been a lot of like panic. There's been, I just don't know. I don't know if I completely buy it all. Like first of all, first and foremost, I love John, like the person who puts PokeBeach together. Like he has been doing this for a very long time, and I believe that the article that he wrote is riddled with information that is 100% accurate.
This news comes kind of at a bad time when it's been hard to get product. Things have been looking a little scarce. I've been trying to remain optimistic. However, this latest article, and we'll just jump straight into it. This is coming from PokeBeach. They are reporting, unfortunately, we've received word that Black Bolt and White Flare allocations will be much less than Prismatic Evolutions. Most stores will receive no product. This is according to one of the Pokemon Company International's biggest US distributors.
What's up? Today we're going to be talking about the alleged shortages for Black Bolt and White Flare. Today I'm outside touching some grass because why not, change the scenery. But we've gotten some word that there's going to be some shortages for Black Bolt and White Flare. Oh no!
Now people are saying it's misinterpreted, but other people are saying, you know what? I mean, it sounds exactly like what it is. Like it's gonna be short printed. It's not gonna be much, allocations to a lot of these big box retail stores, to a lot of these card collection shops, when it comes to this new black and white set. If you are new to the hobby, if you're getting new to the Pokemon hobby, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Unfortunately, you are coming in one of the worst times to join the Pokemon TCG hobby because the boom is still ongoing. I think we've been in this Pokemon boom, what would I say, maybe 6, 7 months now. It all kind of kicked off with Surging Sparks. You were still able to actually walk into some of like these GameStops and some of these other stores and still find Surging Sparks, but eventually it did get sold out, even on the Pokemon Center. But it then became like a domino effect after that. After that, Prismatic Evolution, Journey Together, the new Rocket set, now the new Black and White set. On top of Pokemon keeps bringing the hype up with a lot of this nostalgia stuff. Got the Black and White, the Team Rocket, the Journey Together, Gym Heroes, basically. It's just keeps the people interested in the hobby, and there's this really really high demand for whatever reason when it comes to Pokemon cards. People saying that kind of reminds them of like the 2020 boom, 2021 boom, which was a slightly different because I feel it was kind of like artificially stimulated because of the pandemic and because people were getting these stimmies and people were stuck at home, and then people just started reminiscing of past hobbies, and then Pokemon kind of revived off of that, and it kind of never lost track again, never lost interest even after that boom, because even once the pandemic and everything passed, there was a lot of people who stuck with Pokemon, and that's why a lot of these big YouTubers are here today, is because of that 2020 pandemic boom. But now we're reaching like in 2025, or actually the end of 2024 is when this Pokemon pull really started happening, and you can't find Pokemon product anywhere. Like you just can't. In the 6, 8 months that I've been in this boom, I've been able to find one Pokemon. It was the Belly Bolt Journey Together collection box at Walmart. I was so lucky. It was the last box, literally the last box, and I snapped it. And after that, like, I haven't been able to find another one since. Like, I haven't been able to find any product anywhere. I've gone to GameStops, I've gone to Walmarts, I've checked my local vending machines, and I'm not a scalper, and I'm not one to like. I never go out of my way for Pokemon product. I love the hobby. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon cards, but I also don't go out of my way. Like, I don't spend the night forming in a line. I'm not into all these discords. I'm not even in any Discord groups to like find out when the latest drops are in for new Pokemon products. I'm not. Like, I feel like just went like on a total tangent, and I apologize. But getting back to this white flare black ball, people are saying it's gonna be short printed. It's very unfortunate because I want to get my hands on this product. A lot of people want to get their hands on this product. I still haven't opened up any Prismatic Evolution. I have not opened one pack of Prismatic Evolution because I refuse to pay scalper price. Scalper, can never say that word. I refuse to pay the scalper prices, and I also just like if I find it, if I find it. If I don't, I don't. So it is what it is, man. And when it comes to this short printed stuff, when it comes to this new black and white set, I really hope it's not true. I really hope Pokemon really fixes that because a lot of people are not going to get a chance to get their hands on the set. And the few people that do, probably not even into the hobby, they're not even into like Pokemon in general. They're just looking to make a quick buck to just buy it all up with their mom's credit card and then flip it and resell it. It's just unfortunate because you know they're going to sell it for triple the price. Look at the Prismatic Evolution Super Premium Collection box with the Eevee thing. I check it sometimes on my Facebook Market. They're going for like 250, 220, 230 when the thing's only 89 bucks, but it's going for almost like 250, like what, double and a half of what it's really worth. Everybody's so focused on the modern stuff of Pokemon. There's still other stuff out there. Like if you're really into this hobby, there's other ways, you know, until this dies down, because it's gonna die down. This hype train can't last forever. Hey, it might even die down right now after the new black and white set, because what really more can Pokemon still keep doing for this train to keep going on? They're gonna bring Mega Evolutions back. I know not everybody's a fan of Mega Evolutions. What are they gonna do next? Like they can only do so much before it's like, okay, this hype train has to start dying down, you know. It's only a matter of time before a Shrouded Fable type set comes and just kills the hype. Hopefully, I don't know. Even though you can't find any Shrouded Fable nowadays. But I'm telling you this, Pokemon's that is going almost 30 years in, almost 30 years into the TCG space. And if you're a true collector, it's unfortunate, yes, you can't really find any modern or seal stuff. But I've been picking up a lot of like the mid-era stuff. I've been picking up a lot of vintage stuff. A lot of this stuff is now being neglected. A lot of this stuff is not being being attention to. And people are just going for all the sealed and modern stuff. And for me, right now, I've found myself in this pocket to where there's an opportunity in snagging all these mid-era cards. I've been collecting a lot of Delta Species cards and a lot of vintage cards, only because I see they're being neglected and the prices are lower than actually going for a lot of this modern stuff. I feel, and I wholeheartedly believe that eventually there will be another trend up, maybe in a couple of decades or in a decade or in a few more years. Things are going to flip and then everybody's going to be back into the vintage stuff, mid-era stuff. Look, I'm waiting for the day that the mid-era Delta Species, expedition type Pokemon cards really have their massive booms. Because there hasn't really been a boom. There's been a vintage old school base set boom. There's been this modern boom. There has yet to be a mid-era boom. I strongly believe it might be coming. I don't know. But eventually, trends come and go. And I just been picking up on a lot of cheap singles, a lot of good cards, a lot of mid-era cards are just being neglected. A lot of level X's, a lot of expedition, a lot of Delta Species, even some basic cards that people are just not interested in because everybody wants the PSA 10 newest card from the newest set, the new chase card. But don't worry, you guys. Like, even if you can't get a hold of this, black and white set, even if it is short printed, which we hope not, but if it is, we literally have almost 30 years of cards you can go back to and try to collect. There's so many type of sets you can try to collect. There's so many style of cards you can collect. There's so many like different cards. You don't have to break the bank or go out of your way to trying to collect this modern stuff. It's just give it some time, just be patient, and things are gonna get better. This is honestly just like a rant video, just like a just me talking video. But if you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.